Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marco's over here. 18205 are the numbers. They don't mean much aside from just being cool numbers. About as cool as the number could be. Tight Tuesday, man. Close gameplay. Games that come down to the wire to the limit to the wall. And in this case, man, we're on Combine. We got ourselves the KRM2 whatever auto pump thingy majig. I am not good with it, and that's why this game ends up being good. And I'm not. I want to talk a little bit about the shotguns of this game with my limited knowledge, and that's just using the KRM and occasionally picking up the other ones in Battlefield and playing around with them yet. They should be one of the easier, honestly, groups to diamond out in terms of like what you have to do with them. You know, you just have to get one-shot, one kills and stuff. So that's a lot easier than just getting headshots. I think maybe submachine. I haven't tried a sniper rifle yet, honestly, those challenges, but submachine guns are. Maybe even the assault rifle or the sniper rifle, depending on what those challenges are, definitely the hardest. Because it's honestly a little bit tough for me personally, at least, to get the submachine gun. Check that out. That's when you think you got yourself like a real weapon. You're like, yeah, I ain't trying to do that. So I'm waiting for this guy to come close over here, toss the EMP or something. I just want to kind of catch him off guard or whatnot. And I don't even know who that guy is or what counters. So I was like, whatever, man. Oh my god, it's very stressful to use this damn gun. I only really use it on combat because I want to use it on small maps. I just don't feel comfortable enough rolling around with a shot. Even when I used to roll without in Black Ops 2, it was always, you know, hijack sometimes, standoff all the time. And there was one other map where I used a damn shotgun at the Remy. Where the hell else did the Remy come out at? Oh, I'll use it on Grind. I would occasionally use it on Rush as well. But in that initial bulk of maps, I remember kind of hijack, standoff. You could use it on slums too, but I just didn't like using it there. But those kind of maps I used it in. This game, honestly, Combine is really the one map I feel comfortable enough running with it. These maps aren't big per se, but I just feel a lot more I have a lot more options, and I was cool with staying over here because I'm rolling with the kinetic armor. And I think I'm gonna talk about battery a little bit more tomorrow, so I'm not gonna get too into it. But maybe I'll preach a little bit about the kinetic armor on this one. I'm not sure exactly what I'm running with tomorrow. I'm actually just wrapping up today. I'm recording this the Monday before. I'm gonna wrap up the last challenge over here with the kinetic armor for her, and then we on to the next specialist, baby. 4 down, 4.5. I got the little ninja guy up down pretty well. Anyway. You came here for my thoughts, hopefully, on the shotguns. This one I'm going to preach a little about, specifically about the KRM. I don't feel comfortable enough speaking about all the other ones as of right now. It feels good, though, to get that one-shot, one kill. So, the KRM, it seems kind of, this is the best way I could describe it. And actually, in this last patch, I hear that they removed a 3-shot kill. The max you'll ever have is a 2-shot kill, which is good. I mean, a one-shot should be really what you're looking for in terms of this weapon. Once you get 2, you're really out of options. It seems like a bootlegged Remington to me. It seems like a toned-down Remington to me. And I'd be very curious to see if there's actually any other weapon, any other shotgun that feels closer to the Remington. I have a slight feeling with my limited to no knowledge, there might not be in terms of what the Remy with the long barrel did. This gun, there's one issue with the KRM that always gets me. Is every time you shoot, you kind of have to cock the gun again. And it doesn't take a crazy amount of time, but in Call of Duty time, it takes more than enough time where I end up getting clapped after I kill someone because of that, what we just saw right there, that little cock right there. Not the reload. You know, the reload, that's up to me whether I want to reload or not. You only get 8 bullets. That's fair. Yeah, that's fine. I don't even remember what the Remington had in Black Ops 2, but 8's more than enough. You can do what you need to do with 8 bullets. 100% down. There's some basics that you want to do when playing with man, that person just clapped me. There's some basics that you want to do when playing with a shotgun, right? You always want to keep it in like a close area, you know. I usually in this map try to stay either in this building or the other building. I try to stay out of the middle as much as possible or play some angle games like this. That's about as far as you're going to take that shot right there. And I wouldn't be surprised if that person was actually hurt somehow before that. And that's why I managed to get that long shot over there. Really, when you're using a shotgun, you really have to play I feel at least a more mental game. And over here I rolled with the kinetic armor and I was like, I don't even care if this person sees me. I'm gonna pop him over here. Check out how poor this aim is though on my behalf, man. I got so lucky that I got those 2, and I could have gotten that 3rd guy. I could have got him if I just played those first 2 right. But I could have gotten the 3rd guy if it weren't for that cockback right there. And that's to me the greatest weakness. And I'll be very curious to see if maybe some of the more like semi-auto snipers that are out there will help me correct that, you know, since they won't be that, or even that. I think there's one that's just like almost like a one-shot kind of thing. I'd be very curious to see if any of those will feel more comfortable in this. This gun honestly feels like it has the potential, but I just haven't tapped into it. I put a red dot on here just because I just try it out to like see if that would like help me out. It really doesn't. You know, in essence, when I use a shotgun, I feel it's used best when I hip fire, right? I'll aim down it sometimes, but I remember with the Remy in Black Ops 2, I tried not to aim down. Like, that wasn't something I was interested in, you know? I wanted to hip fire you as quick as possible because I want to get that shot off as quick as possible before you can react and I can clap you as soon as I can. I think also when it comes to shotguns, you got to really realize your limitations. And that's some things you'll see in this video. And that's why this video game ends up being such a close game, is because I was trying to do some things that I would do with like a submachine gun, like right there. Like, that's not a shot that I could hit anymore with a shotgun. That shouldn't even been a confrontation I would have even encompassed. And I think that's the part that, to me, kind of evens out shotguns with everything in the game. Sure, it's a one-shot, one-kill, and thank you, kinetic armor. Yes! I'm going to talk about streaking here in a little bit because I think it's very important with shotguns. But you got to realize the limitations in terms of when you're using the shotgun and what you could do and what you can't do with it. And that's part of it, what hurts me using shotguns, because I feel so limited with it, you know. Take for example when I post a video of like the Shiva, and you know I speak about how it's two-shot kill all the time, any range. How much more just versatile that is. Whereas the shotgun, it's a one-shot if you're close to somebody, and that range is really close to some person, so you're really going to put yourself in a pretty bad predicament probably, because you're just going to be that close to that person, although you'll have the better weapon to be that close to the person. Check that out, man. Oh, just, you miss once, cock back, and then you get punched, and it's over. It's disrespectful. Just gave that person, I don't know if that person goes streaking or not, but that person very easily could have got a nice little streak right there just off of me, just off of what I was doing. I shouldn't even be in this middle part of the map right now. That shouldn't even be like an option for me, and that's just unfortunate. That person had a shotgun, but that's alright. My RAPS, raps, that actually I hear just got a buff, which is pretty dope. I felt like the rap ship maybe could have gotten a buff, but the rap itself, like the actual spec ball, I don't really think needed much of a change or whatever, but I'm excited to see how these new score streak changes affect anything. Another thing that I like to do when and kind of my main gameplay style when it comes to using a shotgun is obviously keeping it in close quarters and whatnot, but I like to really get on that one big streak. I have always faith that at least once in a game I'm going to get on the big streak, and I try to do that in every game mode. It's not just when I'm using a shotgun, it's not just those kind of games, but I find it so important for me to go streaking when I got a shotgun, because it just enables me to put the enemy on their heels. We could do this rap thing. I mean, that rap flipped this game. We were down 9 to 15 tags this whole game, and all of a sudden we're up 1. We got ourselves a position and a chance to win that game because of that one streak. And that's kind of what I like to do in these little maps, because you're going to be close to people no matter what in a map like Combine, no matter how you do. The spawns are just set up that way that they're going to allow you to do that. Take advantage of that, put that streak on, put that show, and have some fun, man. Honestly, that's another thing I just enjoy about the shotgun. It's fun to use the shotgun, man. And so the kinetic armor, just to give you guys a quick wrap up here, and maybe I'll get a little bit more into tomorrow's episode. I think battery, and I haven't used all the specialists yet. Like, I haven't touched Nomad. I haven't even touched that Reaper guy. The flamethrower dude, I haven't touched them yet. So maybe they'll be weaker. I don't know. But in terms of battery, I think she's probably the worst specialist, honestly. At least to play like Kill Confirm. This is all relative. The War Machine, I'm sure, comes real handy in other game modes. But in Kill Confirmed, and I'll say that for tomorrow, and I'll tell you guys my experience with the War Machine. But the kinetic armor is kind of interesting. I felt like it was gonna be, and it should have been a lot better than it actually is. It's kind of unfortunate that it's not. You can still get hit with explosive damage, which is fine. That makes sense, You can still, I think, get shotgun, honestly. Like, one shot, I don't think it helps with that. Headshots count, which is fine as well. That's cool. I like that dude right there. Superior fucking force that in there. But it really goes by quick. The more you get hit, the quicker it decreases, which is something I didn't know. Which is kind of a bitch, Like, let's say you're halfway through it, and then someone just shoots you a couple times, and all of a sudden that's going to be really thrown off. So I didn't really like that. I'm not a big fan of battery. I probably won't go back to using it after I'm done with these kill streaks unless it's for some reason. 45 and 22. Not the best game, not the worst game, though, but we managed to get that clutch win over here. Tight Tuesday, your boy Marcos. We outie, baby.